Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at is strategy, that is MicroStrategy known as formally. Is it finding its bottom over here now, and are we in the good structure to continue up on strategy? So we'll take a look at all of that in this video. I'll take you over two articles as well regarding the MSCI indexing with MSTR and lately what they have also done with their newly issued shares of MicroStrategy. So we'll talk about that as well. So with that, let's jump right into it. Once I also let you know, none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. We'll get to the technicals in just a second. I want to first take you over some recent news with MSCI. And so MSTR is not de-indexed, or it's not unindexed. It's still in that index. All that the cautions that were out there, or the theories were out there that MSTR is going to get removed from MSCI index. That's not happening. So, well, at least that's a good news. However, there is also a double-edged sword over here, because MSCI, they are limiting the newly issued shares of strategy from affecting MSCI index. So what do they say is MSCI treatment of crypto heavy treasury companies such as strategy have removed a key source of passive buying. MSCI will no longer include newly issued shares from companies such as MicroStrategy in its indexes. Previously, large index funds were automatically required to purchase these shares, creating consistent buying pressure. Since that's not being included in MSCI, anything that a strategy issues their new shares, and thus there won't be that passive buying pressure from these big indexes that comes. Anyways, it's a more or less neutral outcome in a way, that strategy is not unindexed, but it's also not getting that full potential benefit of an index. So if that makes sense, right? So anyways, strategy, what is the price action telling us though, right? What do we do here? Now, as per my last video update that I did, I provided this zone to you, 173 to 171, and I mentioned that until here, it's a strength building here. I'll show you on my tools as well, but it's not a strengthful bullish structure here, okay? Until we get above 173. It's technically a start of a structure, but it's not a strengthful structure yet. So let's turn on my tools here. And as you can see, we are seeing some strength build up here, all right? Now, and that's what I said in my previous video as well on strategy, that it's a rebound right now. Take it as a rebound only, okay? And you will have to put this together with the hourly interval on my tools, and that will then make much more sense, because yes, it's a start, okay? It's a start, but to get to the next leg, we still have to get above 171 to $173 area, that zone, the blue box, okay? Until strategy does that, we won't see a proper structure turnaround on strategy. Strategy is otherwise still technically in the negative structure, but it's a bit of a rebound building, as I just showed you on my tools as well right over here. Do we have enough price action here that confirms that this push will happen? So there are a couple of things, as I said in my last video as well. The two things have to happen with that. One is, so let's take a look at the Bitcoin. Bitcoin needs to continue to push up regardless, okay? That needs to happen. So far, Bitcoin price action is fine. I mean, check out my last video on Bitcoin that I did. It will tell you everything that you need to know in the price action, what's happening here. So that's something we need to see, a push in the Bitcoin for strategy to benefit from that. But then also here we do have good demand buying happen with the good volume, and it's more or less a little bit going down. It's okay. That's a liquidity grab, right? And so retests always happens, and there's usually a little bit of a slip lower as well. The thing is that after that, are we continuing lower? It has to happen liquidity grab within a day or so. which it did in a day or so, okay, which is a good sign. And then continuous retests were bought up as well. And that's why my tool is also showing you here that the strength is building. If you need access to my tools, check out the details in the description of this video. Okay, there are links there, and if you need access to my tools. So this is where, you know, the structure is building some strength, but let's see if it has enough teeth for this rebound to climb up from here. Now that is pretty much 171 and 173 above is what we have to get, okay, above. So far, I am seeing a good stabilization. I am seeing a good stabilization, as I just mentioned, you know, the concepts around that. Let's get to the weekly interval. You can coincide this together with also the 200 weeks moving average. We came very close, and the test of that is also with all that confluence together with double bottoms, liquidity grab, and everything. It's a start of the start, as I said, on the structure as well. But 173 area is still the zone. 171 to 173, we still have to better if we close a weekly candle above it, then only levels above will open up like $200 and maybe 234. So right now I'm not gonna go further than 234 in the projection. I think for now, if we get above 174, 234 is possible, but beyond that, it's not gonna happen in a straight move. We will go through a lot of pullbacks and fluctuations here. It's not gonna be that easy. And also, this has been a previous structure of a lot of reaction, and that's where some price action as it builds, it's a good sign. Now, where is the bigger problem? The bigger problem is definitely losing 150 at any point. Because if we come lower and we go below 150, it's a broken stock then. The structure is then rebound is over for the near term that it's building right now, and then overall structure is going to then collapse, and breaking below 150 is it's just a collapse. It's a broken stock. Then your hopes are disappeared, or for any potential upside on strategy. Then it's gonna be mostly like, you know, like some of the stocks that you see, they climb and then eventually they fizzle down, right? So strategy, being an American company, and also how vocal Michael Saylor is, how much, you know, moat he has, you know, that all drives the stock price as well, guys. Okay, it's so that all, you know, look at Tesla, you know. So yeah, like trading just on the fundamentals is just, you know, maybe 10% aspect of making money in the market. Most of it is just technicals and where the money is flowing and how the money is being flowed, right? So these Michael Saylors, Elon Musk, they are really good influencer, and you know, they definitely drive a lot of, you know, the capital, and so that helps. But that's why technical trading is very important, because institutions, everyone, most of them, they just do technical trading, guys. Okay, so okay, so that's that. And yeah, so let's see if we can do it by tomorrow, pretty much Friday tomorrow, right? If we can get above 171 to 173 and close a day above it, that's a great way of starting the next week. Okay, so but let's see what happens. So far things are stabilizing, but let's see how much it can push up. All right, that's all I had for you in this video. If you need access to my tools, check out the details in the description of this video. And with that, we'll see you in the next videos, guys. Take care. Bye.